Hello, Alola! Top of the episode to ye, and
Ola.
Welcome, Ola, to Experience Share. It's a Pokemon podcast starring me, Great Tansk.
Great
Tusk.
Tusk. That's it.
A.K.A. Tanner Greenring. That's the one I had.
Yeah.
That's why I named it myself that.
I think yours is a lot better than mine.
Oh, you know what I was just about to say? Thumbs down for mine. I don't think it's good.
Eh.
And I am joined, as always, by my co-host. You know him, you love him. His name is Ironfjelds.
Iron Treads?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a.k.a. Joshua Fjellstead. Yours is, robot futuristic, like, tank.
They're both Dawn fan variants.
I take it back. I thumbs up Great Tusk. I think it's good.
I think comparatively, in particular, yours is much better.
I think comparatively mine is better. You're right. Yours has no personality.
No, well, the personality...
Like, what am I looking at here?
The personality comes out under the tusk.
Oh, yeah. This is like a bug.
The dumb face. The, like...
Yeah, this is like a bug. I don't like it.
Emoticon face.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry, you lost that one.
I know. I lost it.
Here I am, Joshua. Welcome to the show.
Yes.
It's Experience Share. It's a Pokemon podcast. We're doing Pokemon Scarlet Violet now.
We're back in Paldea. We've finished our study abroad program in Kitakami.
Well, let me tell you about Kitakami and my kind of long night of the soul trying to get out of Kitakami. I went everywhere on the island of Kitakami trying to figure out how to get a ferry back to the mainland. Like every city, every port, like talk to every person. Like, are you the guy I need to talk to get a ferry back to the mainland?
Yeah.
Like no one could seem to help me. It seemed urgent that I get back.
Yeah, I mean, we're basically booted off.
Lady Briar was like, you gotta get back.
But she doesn't tell you how. I mean, if you had been paying attention when we first got to Kitakami, then
No.
It is kind of obvious, and easy.
No.
Okay.
I had to use my normal human time and energy to Google it on normal human Google and be told that it's apparently in the fucking menus now.
Yeah. Also, it's not even normal human Google anymore. Google's been taken over by AI.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's like a nightmare.
I miss the human stuff.
Yeah, the human stuff was great, but I guess this is the bed we made, and we're just gonna lie in it now and all the AI shit.
Barreling into the Iron Treads future instead of the Great Tusk past.
Well, we don't know. It could be like a collapsed society at some point. It's us versus the AI, and like we're more like Great Tusk than the Iron Treads.
That's true.
Not to get Matrix on you.
Early in the episode for that.
Finally, I've escaped Ketamine Island.
You simply open the map, and then you flip between the different maps. And I noticed that the little icon, normally when you fast travel, you get the Squawkabilly taxi, and it shows a little icon in the bottom right. But when you leave Kitakami, you get a plane, like a normal plane. And I didn't see an airport. I don't know where the airport
just
is.
Parachute you out. There's no landing strips
It's
on
a sea skipper.
Paldea because they'll like strip the plane if it lands.
Yeah.
We're back in Paldea, and it's nice to be back.
Yeah.
And as you know, Joshua, we set ourselves a couple goals last week.
Yeah.
We're back in the open world. We can do the wild area stinger.
Oh, yeah, the wild area stinger. I forgot about that.
We're let loose here on the open world of Paldea once again. We're kind of left to our own devices. So we decided that we're going to, get our Koraidon and whatever thing yours is called.
Moraidon. Yeah, Moraidon.
Moraidon.
Yeah.
Fully souped up. We deserve it.
And so does it.
So does it.
Yeah.
And then we have a couple more star bases to tackle. I think last week in our hubris, we're like, we'll just clear out the last 2 star bases, not realizing that in fact there's 3 star bases left.
And that we are not quite leveled for the third one because Tanner gave it a shot and it got ugly. So we will be doing that at a later date.
Looking at your levels, you might have a shot, but I definitely did not.
But I even at the ferry base, although that was mostly type a matchup mayhem situation. I struggled a little bit even there, so I don't want to do the fighting base yet.
Well, we're not doing either of those yet because first we have to get our co-ride-ons souped up, Joshua.
Oh, yeah.
And the first thing we have to do is go battle these things. And it's kind of the things we spent 6 minutes at the top of the episode talking about. Great Tusk and Iron Fields.
Iron Treads.
We're out here. Arwen's out here. Arwen's dad is calling us on the phone and saying, like, this thing is fucked up. It's from the future, or it's from the far past. It's called Great Tusk.
Yeah, or Iron Treads. It seems like it's escaped from that Area Zero or the Great Crater or whatever. They all keep throwing those names around too.
Yep. But this is just a taste. This is a little appetizer. We don't get much more than this. We kill it and we send it back to whatever hell it came from.
Yeah, you have to traverse this. And just quickly before we even get to talking about those Titans, this was the most disappointing tile set on all of Paldea so far. The Asado Desert.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, I started off on a bad foot because as soon as it's like way down like a crevasse, and once you jump down, I of course immediately landed directly on a Capsicid.
They give you a little bit of grace, I think. If you jump directly onto a Pokemon, you seem to kind of bounce off of it, but then it immediately attacks you.
I mean, it should have been flattened, but I had to fight it instead.
Yeah.
And then the whole desert itself is completely lifeless, other than the Pokemon, but it rendered poorly.
Yeah.
It's just sand at like not even dunes or something interesting.
Yeah, it's just flat.
This is not my Arrakis. No.
Yeah, it did feel a little weird, but I had Relor out and we were just going spot to spot trying to clear out as many Pokemon as possible.
And get him to walk around.
Get him to walk around and evolve, but he's still a little rascal. He's really holding out on me.
I'm so anxious to see what it becomes.
So this big thing,
Quaking Earth type.
what is yours in terms of typing?
That's a good question. I killed it so quickly. I think they're both ground, right?
Mine
so they
is
both have ground
fighting.
base, and then mine is steel. Is the
Ground
other type.
steel.
So
Yeah, it was pretty easy. I have a number of.
I took
grass
one
Pokemon.
look at it and figured probably steel. So I roasted it with my crocodile.
In the process,
Skeledirge.
they crack open the side of a mountain and give the Herba Mystica, that good Herba Mystica.
That good for all of us.
And Arwen and I and Koraidon and Arwen's stupid dog all shared it and all got a little bit more healthy.
Whatever we get from this fight, he goes, ooh, it says here it works wonders whether you're tired physically or mentally and perks you right up. Then the screen goes black. It's like this, too many implications.
Koraidon eats the Herba Mystica and gets the ability to
glide.
Fly. And it's
yeah.
extremely handy.
I was really waiting for that one. And I like it that, I guess it's pretty similar to the Braviary in Arceus.
Yeah, it's a glide.
Like it slowly
it's got a pretty
descends.
steep, but then once you start descending, he descends fast.
You can't get the length that you were able to get out of the Braviary.
Yeah, you see a landmark off in the distance and you're like, I can do that. And then all of a sudden it's like,
yeah.
But it's cool. It's a useful ability, and it's especially useful to get to the next and final Titan that we have to do.
The False Dragon.
Oh, which was a nightmare. It's like,
yeah, it's a nightmare.
You want me to go and look up a walkthrough? Like, that's what you want me to do? Okay, fine. I guess I'll go look at a walkthrough on how to do this.
I mean, of course, it is a little mayor cheaty, but that was the right decision because I spent, and you'll see that reflected.
Where our levels
I guess
separated?
I think this must be the main reason that there will be a level differential because you get to these two islands where the marker is after like traversing this giant lake, Casaroya Lake. And I thought, because they keep talking, you get a call from Turo again.
Yeah, Turo.
And he's like, yeah, I hear this one, like, I don't even know what to look for because it's called the False Dragon Titan. So, like, how do we know what it is if it's maybe not even a dragon? And so I thought, and because there are Gyarados, like, floating around here. So I thought, oh, it's going to be a Gyarados.
Well, and then there's also these huge Pokemon all around. You're like, I guess that's the Titan. So, and by the way, that's my You Make Me Barf Pokemon of the week, Dondozo.
Dondozo?
I hate it, yeah.
It's not pretty. It's not pretty.
Well, and this whole thing sucks because, like, I keep bumping into these Dondozos being like, are you the Titan? And it's like, no, it's just a big Pokemon. Okay, I guess I'll fight it.
Yeah, I fought a bunch of those. I think, effectively every single Tatsugiri that lives on those two islands. So I figured it was like a fake out where it's going to be one of these little baby dragons. And I fought all of them. And I eventually, well, first of all, on the other side of things, Tatsugiri is Joshy's sweetie.
Tatsugiri's a lovely little guy.
Yeah, I mean,
always bopping around, running out of the water.
It's a little sushi. There's 3 of them.
Yeah.
Droopy form,
colorful,
stretchy form, and curly form.
Lovely.
All cute. Very powerful.
And there's one on one tip of the southern island that is screaming the word Titan.
Yeah, eventually I made it to that one, and then I was like, oh, I thought like, oh, it must have something to do with what they're saying, but they all just kept saying like sushi or whatever.
Yeah.
And then that one was very obvious in retrospect. And once you engage that one, it gets eaten by a Dondozo. And then it becomes clear that they've got like a combo thing going on.
Yeah, it's not like a symbiotic relationship because one is being eaten.
It's a Maki combination.
Yes, and to quote Qui-Gon Jinn, there's always a bigger fish.
Oh, great quote.
That's what he says when they're on the Gungan Bongo, having just escaped a big fish. But we're not on the Gungan Bongo, Joshua.
Thank
we're
God.
flying down on Koraidon's beautiful new wings, landing on the island, taking on this big Donburu. And then, is that what it's called? Donburu?
Dondozo.
Dondozo. I think Donburu's like a anime website.
How big is this thing? 39 feet, 4 inches. Huh.
Oh, Donburi is a rice bowl dish. We have to chase it around. It sucks because he's running. It's water. There's like a ton of Pokemon about.
He's always like going back into the water. It's animated poorly.
So
it was
poorly.
funny though. It looked like it was just basically taking a cursor in Photoshop and then dragging Dondozo back under the water.
The opacity goes to like 0.
Yeah.
But in the process, he, of course, unlocks a little Herba Mystica for us, which he tries to eat himself, but then we hammer him alongside. Now, Billy's thing is he just grabs whatever Pokemon's nearby.
He had the villain one, I think, on this battle. Scovillain.
Oh, yeah, Scovillain. Yeah. He'll just sort of grab who's ever around. He's not really...
He's only loyal to one Pokemon, the Mabostiff.
That is true. And the Mabostiff is doing much better now that it's eaten a little more Herba Mystica.
Yeah, speaking of Mabostiff, when you get this Herba Mystica, it says it gives your circulation a boost and helps flush out all those toxins, along with a ton of sweat.
Yeah. I guess maybe that was his problem. He was just retaining.
So you chow down on that in the cave.
Yeah.
He comes back to life.
Yeah, he sort of perks up. I could not be less interested in this dog or Arwen and their like emotional journey.
This is a beautiful storyline where he's tearing up and he's like, Mabostiff, now you can finally we can finally toss the Pokeball around just like the old times. And then he like throws the ball and the dog like limply sits there, and then Arvin like turns away to like
cry. Yeah, I didn't
cry.
Really, it didn't.
And then
I didn't really connect.
Mabostiff gets up and picks up the ball, and then he's invigorated again, and then he gives Arvin the ball, and then they hug, and it's a joyous, beautiful reunion. I liked it.
Fine.
I like it.
I fed my Herba Mystica to Koraidon, and now he can climb sheer cliffs. Most of the time. Sometimes he'll find one where he just slides down. There's nothing I can do about it.
I actually didn't even give this one a whirl yet.
Oh, it's pretty fun. It works pretty well, especially in conjunction with glide mode, because you can just kind of climb to the top of Mount Glaciato and jump off.
So we have all the Breath of the Wild abilities.
Yes, we're unlocked. Koraidon is fully unlocked. We met our You Make Me Barf Pokemon of the Week, and now we finally have to go do these.
And Sweetie.
Star bases, Joshua.
But a teaser for an upcoming episode is that Turo calls you and Arvin overhears it. And then Turo's like, oh, you're with my kid? And then like Arvin, I guess they haven't talked in a long time.
Not really any of my business.
Apparently Arvin is the only one who can get into that like lab lighthouse that we were at in the very beginning of the game.
Yeah,
so
that's kind of the
we're
next,
supposed to go
next
there
on my
next.
agenda list. Yeah.
We're not quite done with the Titan hunt.
Maybe Koraidon has more Herba Mystica to eat.
Oh, right. It's because he can't battle yet. He's not strong enough to battle yet.
That's what Turo says, or someone says to us. Like,
yeah, Turo.
Glad Koraidon's feeling better, but like, it's still not boss hog yet.
We got to get that thing back in the ring.
Well, not me. I'm not really a Pokemon battler, just a guy with his buds.
Right, and it's just your motorcycle.
I am on my way, Joshua.
Now we head east, or did you do...
I did them out of order, which was clear based on the levels.
Even before I did the Titans, I did the Team Star Poison Base first. It's isolated on the east side, whereas these other three things are all on the west side. So west and north.
I don't know if you saw that Mythbusters where they were like blindfolded
No.
in a field, and it turns out that when you're blindfolded, you just walk in a big spiral.
What was the myth that they're busting?
I guess that,
Like you could get around blindfolded?
Anyway, that's
You
what
could-
happens to me and Relor when we're really cruising, trying to get those steps in.
Yeah.
We'll kind of end up on whichever side of the map.
Well, so do you want to talk about the poison base or
Yeah, let's get
fairy?
into the poison base. No, poison.
Okay.
The story, I think, also makes more sense if you go to the poison base first. Because there's quite a lot of plot after each star base falls.
Yeah. After each one, they give you more and more.
Yeah.
Building on the last one.
I got to the poison base, and there was
the tag tree thicket.
the tag tree thicket, which is, I don't know. It was like, as described, it was full of bugs and plant-type Pokemon and dark-type Pokemon.
Except for one thing that I found right in front of it before we get into the thicket in the East Province Area 3, I think. The romantic East Province Area 3.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know what to issue, and maybe it's just a neutral, but I have kind of a what is this, sweetie, or barf of the week? Citotl? Did you see this thing?
Oh, yes.
Do we like it or do we not like it?
Citotl. You know what I think? I did like it a lot.
I think I like it.
Yeah, it's cute.
I think so.
And it kind of grew up into something that I thought was also kind of fun.
Oh, it evolves. I haven't seen the evolved one.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. The evolved one is kind of making bedroom eyes at me.
Cititan. Ooh.
Is yours making bedroom eyes at you?
Yeah. Big time.
Wow. What are you going to do with those horns?
Ooh, and I like that it's shiny, gives it sort of like orca colors.
Yeah.
Except for the orange. It's a descendant of whalers that must have somehow crawled out of the sea, and they live on the land now.
Interesting. This is like a fan theory of yours?
No, I read that. I read that on Bulbapedia.
Oh, so it's a fan theory of somebody
So
on
I guess
Bulbapedia.
maybe it is. Maybe it is also a fan theory, but it's not my fan theory.
Let me try to remember what this little thing was walking around in here. What was this place called? Mirkwood Forest?
Tag tree thicket.
Tag tree thicket. 1 second. Did you get a peek at Graphii? Graphii?
What?
Did you get a peek at Graphii?
Are you having a stroke?
No, it's what Shroodle evolves into. Maybe it's an exclusive to mine.
I have Shroodle.
Toxic monkey Pokemon.
Whoa. I did not see one of those.
On the one hand, it's interesting looking. It's got big ears and big eyes, kind of cute. On the other hand, it's goopy.
Yeah, it's got goop on its fingers.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I don't love
Ooh,
that.
I really don't like the shiny version of it either.
Goopier?
Graphii. Just uglier colors.
Graphii. Yeah. That's a confusing one.
Graphii.
That was another one where at first I was like, oh, it might be cute because it's got big ears, big eyes. But goopy fingers bad.
It's just not like a big monkey fan in general.
Yeah. I think that one's the counter to Citotl.
Oh, I see. I noticed there were a couple because I caught a Halucha.
Halucha. That's a guy.
And they added that their mortal enemy is primates. And I like that it is retconning in a sense, but I like that now that they have a region that's got all the Pokemon in it, they started building out the relationships between them more.
Yeah.
In the Zangoose Seviper sort of original model.
Yeah. For you lore heads, it's a real treat.
Yeah, yep. It's right up Joshy's alley. But Grafii is not.
There was a guy out front.
Oh, the compadre?
Is that what he calls you?
Are we at the Poison Crew base now?
Yeah, Poison Crew base.
Yeah, the guard, the child
kid
calls himself a compadre.
Yeah. So he's like a
Don Atticus.
Yeah, he's a God, Don Atticus is so fucking cool. He's academy
that's
student.
my mortal enemy. Don Joey's mortal enemy. He is a false Don.
He's so cool.
False Don.
He's so much cooler than you. His outfit's so cool.
His outfit was really fucking cool.
Yeah, there's this boy out front, and he tries to stop you. He's just like a student. He wants to join this starbase, the Poison Crew.
Yeah.
But he is very easily dispatched. And then you're in.
Yes.
You do the normal 30 Pokemon thing. I had equipped Fiona Eilish's
No relation.
cornerstone mask
Yeah.
for this gym so that she could be grass rock type for these little poison boys. We tore through the 30 Pokemon, and then we were up against Atticus.
Same.
Atticus is so cool. Colorful, beautiful Atticus in his, like, what would you even call that thing? Like a face shawl of some sort. Kind of like something you might see the Freeman of Arrakis wear.
Definitely. It's definitely in that mold. He refers to himself as trying to, like, go down the path of the ninja, I think. So it's sort of like Fremen ninja combo.
Yeah, he kind of does this thing every time he throws a Pokeball in. He like grabs at like a katana, like he's like pulling out a sword, but instead he throws a Pokeball.
He was pretty rad, I would
Cool
say.
look.
Yeah.
Cool vibe.
I mean, in the canon of the game, Don Joey hates him because he can be the one true Don.
Yeah.
But to me, Don Atticus is probably my favorite, especially because the lore you get out of like his backstory after is that people at the academy like bullied him for liking old-fashioned stuff.
Yeah, good.
And then he called them the unrefined rabble. And I'm pretty sure I've described people like the unrefined rabble before.
Yeah, you've described me that way.
Yeah, that's what I meant by people.
Yeah.
So I like his attitude. I like his look. He refers to somebody as the Infernal Eerie. Did you pick that up? Like his costume, his little outfit, he said he was trying to make it worthy of the great Infernal Eerie. And I don't know who that is. So that's some other
No, yeah, I mean,
some other character we're gonna meet that you'll name something.
there's a lot. They throw a lot of stuff after these star bases. There's quite a lot because Clive is always out here too.
Yeah, can't forget about Clive.
And the Clive stuff is just like impossible to follow.
And the dialogue starts steering into it. Like when you greet him here, I think when he saunters up to you, your dialogue options are like, "Oh hey Clive," or like, "Oh hey Clavel."
Yeah.
And if you say that, then he's like, "No, I told you it's Clive."
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so we all know what the joke is here.
We get a little bit of story after this one too. Yeah, that Atticus is a costumer, also very cool.
Yes.
Cool thing to be.
Costumer training himself in the way of the ninja. You also find out that Operation Star was some means, we don't know what the operation is yet, but we're about to, was some kind of operation to make the academy like more welcoming for kids like the compadre, the little kid.
Yeah, we start
So
to get a
it's
little
some,
bit
like,
of story that like
anti-bullying campaign.
Yeah, this started as like a after school program for bullied kids.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
And look what it's evolved into.
Yeah.
So we beat him. It's the same typical thing. He's got poison type Pokemon, absolutely no issue.
Skuntank, Revaroom, Muck, and the Navi Starmobile. Frustrating that Atticus gets the Navi Starmobile, even though we're about to go to the ferry crew base, which
Isn't
seems
that
like
Navi is a
probably
ferry?
what should be the Navi
The
Starmobile.
ferry crew bases. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
So now we're off.
We have a long trek to get to it.
Let's all maybe take a break, go use the bathroom, grab a seltzer,
Oh, you're welcoming everyone to the break this time. It's not a trick.
and then we'll hit the long road out to the ferry type starbase
Okay, I'll see you there.
after this break. Welcome back, podcasters. Welcome back, Joshua. Welcome back to Paldea.
Oh,
We are on our way to take on Ortega, the ferry type starbase master.
way at the foot of the Glaciado mountain.
Yeah,
We have to scale the mountain.
which is easy because we can climb. Sounds like you chose not to.
Oh, no, actually, yeah, I had done the Titan by now. I don't know why I didn't do that.
It's okay.
I guess I forgot. There is a path that you could follow, and I did that. I think because I specifically was trying to get to a Pokemon Center, and it was in like the foothills or something.
What'd you see out here?
I saw a couple of things out here. Once again, although I think it's been a couple of seasons since I had to follow my sword about this, but did encounter some Cubchews.
Ugh, it's boogers, Josh. That's
Am
boogers.
trying to fill out my Pokédex, so I caught one, and I have a Pokéchex. Update on Cubchew is that it's only gotten worse.
Yeah, of course.
The entry says, when Cubchew starts sneezing, watch out.
Awful. That sounds awful.
If it splatters you with its frosty snot, you'll get frostbite.
You know what's already bad? Getting boogers on you. And you know what's worse? The boogers hurt.
Why would you want that on your team? No, thank you. You can get sick, could die. Like, you could basically die from this.
You die for a lot of things.
The Scarlet one said, too, that if a Cubchew lacks its dangling snot, there's a chance it's sick.
Good.
So you need it. You need it. If you want
It's
one
only
of these
healthy
things on your team,
if there's snot coming
you
out.
want
It's
it to have
gross.
snot all the time. And the snot could then kill you. So
Every Pokemon is somebody's favorite Pokemon, and if yours is Cubchew, shame on you. I encountered something quite lovely while I was climbing Glaciado Mountain, actually.
oh, good.
My sweetie, Tanny Sweetie,
What was that?
Frigibags.
Whoa, what is this? I didn't see this.
Is it a Virgin exclusive? No, it can't be. It's too cute.
Oh, it's so cute.
I was worried that the little yellow things were snot. I don't think it is.
No, they're little feathers.
Because it evolves into something called Archiebags, also very cute. And then it becomes clear that it's like little claws or feathers.
Arctibax. Oh, I like that too. Ooh, Bax Caliber. Ooh, it's got Caliber in the name.
Oh yeah, that's sword business.
Could be good.
That is sword business there.
It's a dragon. Might have to tame another dragon.
It's a dragon with a sword embedded in its back.
I didn't see this though. God, this is rad. I really like this whole situation.
Yeah, and Frigibax is just such a little cutie, glomping around like a little angry puss on its face all the time. I loved it. Tanny Sweetie, A+. Frigibax.
Oh, I gotta go find that. I gotta go take a look at that.
Yeah, they were all over the mountain.
Frigibax.
You just got to get off the beaten trail. You got to Tad Howard it.
Yeah, I guess I have to just climb around.
Yeah, what a cutie. It was kind of a hard week for Barfies this week.
Yeah, I might even have one more sweetie
Oh, I definitely do.
lying in the wings.
Yeah.
There was a lot of talent out here.
I got up the mountain and then jumped off of it and glid down about a quarter of the way and then had to kind of jump again and glide down about another quarter of the way. And then eventually found a Pokemon Center and run down to the ferry base.
There's been a couple of towns on the way. I specifically didn't go into it yet.
What's the fucking point of the towns?
Yeah, there was like a Porto Marinata here. There was Zapico in the other area we were just in, and they're all just like window dressing.
Everything is so surface level in this game.
They all just have sandwich shops and like ice cream shops. It's like Joe Biden's America.
Hey, there's zero encouragement to go into these towns and explore any of these places because it's like, what I'm gonna find my like 8th sock shop. Like, I don't need fucking socks.
Well, yes. This is my number one complaint. We got that teal card that's supposed to unlock all these cool new fashions. And then I even took the time to go back to Mesa Goza because I thought like, that's the capital.
Yeah,
it must have the most
cultural capital.
The most shops to go to. And even that clothing store still only had like gloves and sunglasses and hats. And I'm like, where do I just get a fucking shirt?
I think it's
and
because we're
pants?
students. We have to be in the dress code.
But I'm wearing the kimono stuff still. I can't even figure out how
me
to put
too.
on my old clothes.
Yeah, me neither.
Where do I?
I'm still in like Kitakame gear, and everyone's like, "Why are you dressed like that?" I was like, "I don't know how to change."
Like cub chews are giving me frostbite because I'm just wearing like a dress.
My hair's up in like a bun still.
Yeah, like what? How hard is it? Like, get rid of some of the sandwich shops and just give us clothing shops, like boutiques, like we used to get in all the other towns.
It's such an interesting thing because the game does kind of suck. It's glitchy. There's like graphical errors all over the place. It's lazy. Every now and then, like during the cutscenes, like something will just shift and there'll be like a line of pixels on the left side. And it's like, you guys couldn't even like get that layer pushed over a little bit more, And it's like, it's all kind of fine because the game is still kind of pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm still having a good time, but it just really is like, truly, we do not need every single Pokemon in the game.
They just like shat it out and they're like, everyone's like, hey, this is pretty like busted. And they're like, yeah, you bought it, idiot.
And we're going to keep buying it. That's what they know.
It's fine. I guess that's just our relationship with Pokemon now. It's cool.
I'm hopeful that the fact there is not going to be a release this year, and that 2025 is the next round, is like they are taking a little bit more time, fortunately. But we'll see if that
whatever.
Pays off.
It's still fun. We're still having fun. I then finally jumped down.
Yeah,
I would say we're getting to the point now around this Fairy Crew base where the levels are starting to get a little dicey.
Yes, I also don't understand like. Certain areas on the mountain had wild level 50 to like 55 Pokemon, which is also, then I can actually have a real battle. But then some of the trainers are still like level 28.
I know.
I'm like, what? What's the calculus for when certain things
they
level
disincentivize doing things like visiting the trainers because it's like it just takes 4 minutes to like kill all your Pokemon in one hit for like an amount of money that's meaningless to me because there's so much shit strewn around on the grounds that like I have endless numbers of every Pokeball, every kind of healing thing. I just keep finding them everywhere.
They try to incentivize you with the dudes who hang out at some of the Pokemon centers.
But even that shit is bad.
Yeah, I've gotten a couple of good items from them. I got a punching glove on this leg, which is like for Pokemon that use punching moves.
I like that.
They can put those on and it protects them from like getting static or whatever, like abilities don't affect them. But
guess we finally solved the age-old problem of who keeps giving all these Pokemon clothes. It turns out it's Josh.
Well, it's me and it's these whatever. What's the corporation here? There's no corporation here.
Who are these
That's
dudes?
also upsetting to me. Now I'm getting upset.
Yeah.
Who do they represent? Who are they working for?
Who's putting up these like Poke stations?
I think they might say, I need to check that next time.
I guess it's all just Academy property.
We're
on school grounds, aren't we?
Is the Academy is just the corporation? That's weird. It's DeVry, University of Phoenix.
Here we are, pulling up to the ferry base. And Ortega's this beautiful boy who runs the ferry base.
Yeah, he's a strapping, flamboyant lad.
He gets very confrontational with you when you battle him. He's like, fairy types just aren't about being cute. And he's like the cutest boy trainer in the world.
He looks like that one. Did you do Yu-Gi-Oh, the animated series?
Certainly not.
Oh. He looks exactly like Weevil Underwood.
Okay, very confusing set of words you just said. I approached the base, the Fairy Crew base, and Ortega is being visited by a tutor.
Mr. Harrington.
Mr. Harrington, who was the former head of Naranja.
Yeah, he was the director of the Academy. Uva, we find out.
And he's there to teach Ortega piano lessons. And apparently has no fucking problem with the fact that they're all living like Lord of the Flies style in like a barricaded base. He's like, yep, I'll go in there and teach a kid piano.
If the price is right, yeah.
But first he wants to battle us.
This is the one I would probably settle down in. The Tag Tree Thicket was pretty nice too, but this is a all the flowers. It's got a stream going into it. It's on the coast. It's got like a lighthouse.
Oh yeah, lovely.
I feel like
yeah.
fairy base. I'd retire here.
Nice part of the woods.
Yeah.
I fought Harrington and he had a Morgrim, but I think for you it's different.
No, I had a Morgrim. You had a Hatchrim.
I had the Hatchrim. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. I fought a bunch of Morgrims and Impidimps in the Mirkwood Forest. They were all over in there.
Oh yeah. The thicket was teeming with them.
Harrington had a Hatchrim.
Yes. Level 48.
49 for me. They're like, oh, it should be a little harder
40,
for Tanner.
That's weird. Yeah, strange change.
And I beat it easily.
Yep.
Even though the levels, that's a pretty high level, 49 now.
Yeah, this base was on par with where I was
Kind
at.
of getting up there, yeah. And then we are in a Star Barrage.
I guess that's the scientific name for when we have to fight 30 Pokemon in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
They also should have scaled this.
Here's my thing about this. It's way too easy. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun sending your guys out. You have to go find the like vending machines to kind of heal up. It's like, it's not a bad challenge. It's just like 10 minutes is way too long. Give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes is hard.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be a challenge to do the levels at the levels these Pokemon were at. It would be a challenge to do it in 2 minutes. But 10 minutes is just a joke.
Even like the first one we took on, 10 minutes was a joke. Like it should start at like, what are there? There's like 6 of these bases. It should have just started at like 6 or 7 and then it shaves off a minute each time you go to a different base so that you're eventually down to like 2 or even.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a minute is not even possible, but 2 is good.
And you have 3 Pokemon, and if you make a wrong call, like they're going to get wailed out pretty quickly. But you can always heal them. There's a ton of vending machines around. And then we're off to fight Ortega, who is all fairy types.
Azumarill, Wigglytuff, Doxbun.
On top of the coolest Rever Room yet, Tanny Sweetie.
The
Ruchba Starmobile. Yeah. This one I thought looked great.
Yeah, I did too.
But we should talk about Pokemon subjugation real quick.
Oh, yeah. After you fight him, we get a lot of reveals out of this.
Because I do like the Ruchba Starmobile, but now I'm feeling a little torn about the Starmobile stuff in general. Because there is a little bit of Pokemon subjugation going on.
There is.
And Ortega's kind of like the mechanic. I don't know. Like he was sort of responsible for figuring out how to make these things like powerful enough or something.
Yeah. And it's because in the flashback 18 months ago, Ortega says to the other Team Star leaders that he's like, I'll just have Mother buy us each a car.
Oh, yeah.
Then the other one is like, no, we all swore a pact to stop relying on our parents and their bags of money to solve all our problems. So then you get a little bit more like color to this whole thing, which is like, okay, well, they were being bullied by the other kids at the academy, but also they're all like rich little brats.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody is innocent in this.
It's revealed that they're using Charcadets.
Right. So he engineers a solution, which is powering them with Charcadets, 2 Charcadets.
But it's not strong enough. So then he decides that maybe this is Atticus. I kind of lost track, but they decide that they're going to go train up their Charcadets so that they become whatever Charcadets turn into. Mine isn't that yet.
Yeah.
So that's not great. We don't love that. That's got Rotom vibes on it, and I don't love it.
No.
But I think
Don't love it.
I think they look cool, and I would like to do it if I can.
I hope you can.
Okay, thank you.
Other than the subjugation part.
We also got we get TM, so I got Dazzling Gleam. I don't know.
Yeah, Clive shows up. I guess Mr. Harrington. Yeah, that's when we learn he was Clive's predecessor. And then this was a little convoluted, but I guess the thing was that Operation Star was when these rich kids teamed up to take down their bullies. And then before they could kill them, presumably, or whatever they were going to do, those students all dropped out. And then there's corruption, Harrington's deputy deleted the records of this all happening. And then one student
honestly,
took the fall for all of them, who I presume is the
cutscenes
secret
after
boss.
These star bases
and then
are
they were sentenced to 18 months studying abroad. Yeah, a
none of this
penal
is
colony.
live acted for us. This is all things that Harrington is telling us.
We're just there. I wasn't slamming A because I was just trying to like follow all the red threads, but you're just sitting there and like hearing this.
There is some cutscene, like flashback cutscenes, but the flashback cutscenes are also just people standing around talking.
It's just the Team Star leaders like having conversations. Yeah.
And then you are done with it, and then Cassiopeia calls you, and she's like, "We have to talk for 10 minutes." Okay. Great. You're right. The star bases are almost closed. We're almost there. And then...
yeah, we got one left.
Always the Tumblr kid comes to visit as soon as Cassiopeia hangs up.
Right.
And that's always a cutscene.
And the alt kid like seems to be...
Caridon loves the alt kid.
But the alt kid, the Tumblr kid seems like not really picking a side, but seems like they're opposed more to the Team Star people.
Yeah. They're terminally online. They don't have no idea what's going on in the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're off. And that's it. We're done. We've vanquished the enemies this week. We forgot to talk about our team. Should we do that real quick before we go?
Yeah. Oh. Well, I guess we should, because aren't we going to be battling, or are you going to
do you have time?
Back down?
Do you have time to battle? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's talk about the teams we're going to bring into this battle in our hit segment, Level Check.
Level check. Why don't you, lay out the floor? I'll lay out the ceiling.
We did our absolute best this week, me and Redlore. We were running all over the place, charging at things, hitting things with our big balls of poop. I got in the mix too. I was rolling around poop.
Excuse me?
It was like,
oh my God.
Just really tried to embrace Gregor Samsa, level 50, but he still won't evolve into whatever Relor is involved into.
Wow, it really did not take me that long to
Maybe I'm
get
doing something
Palmo
wrong.
to walk 1,000 steps.
Donna Baker, Meowscarada, level 44. Not a lot of action this week. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. Gregor Samsa was out quite a lot this week.
Apparently.
Donna's Car, Reverum, level 46.
That's not bad.
Fiona Eilish, Ogre Pawn, level 37. I think maybe still in Cornerstone.
That's pathetic.
Mode. Oh, wait till you fucking fight her.
Pathetic.
I think you will find that it's not pathetic.
Okay. I don't have any legendaries on my team, so...
Isn't Como semi or whatever? Semi-hard?
Yeah, it's pseudo legendary.
Lady Beth, Charcadet, level 43. I haven't been bringing her out very much because I want to get her armor, but we haven't had time to go on that quest yet.
I think we went by the area where you do it.
Okay, I'll just have to go do it.
So you can do that next week.
And then on ice, Margot Pence, Tinkaton, level 48. She's great, but I think it actually turns out, I heard on social media that she actually is like...
oh, no.
Pence.
Oh.
And that's just like, it's a lot of PR heat. And I just...
yeah.
We're trying to run a like chill vibe crew, you know?
It's like one of those distant Pence relatives who came out of the woodwork, and then it was like, oh, maybe you're going to be one of the good ones. And it's like,
but she's like so pro like weapon. She's like she carries that fucking hammer everywhere. It's like a statement piece, you know?
Right.
So she's still around, but we're kind of trying to distance ourselves. And I heard about a Pokemon called King Gambit who definitely needs to be on the team.
Don Joey also rather likes the sound of that King Gambit.
Yeah, it looks fucking sick.
Wow, that thing looks fucking sweet. I'm looking at it.
Kind of sitting on like a little bench, which I like.
Yeah, I like that too. He carries around his own stool. All right, Don Joey. He's carrying around in his nightly crew. Rouncy. Skeledirge, level 51. Who really steers into the singer thing, because now it's got like Torch Song, I think, is its signature move, and when you use that, it takes out a little microphone that's on fire.
Oh, yeah.
And then blows into it.
That's nice.
Hyper voice. It's really steering into the singer thing.
That's cute.
You know, I guess it's nice to have a bard when you're a wandering group of adventurers. So I guess that's okay.
Yeah, you need one.
Then we have the Duke, Palmot, level 52, still separated from the Duchess.
Good. I think those arranged marriages are like a mistake anyway.
It's nice that at least in Paldea, they have the ability that they can get divorced and or beheaded, but I'm hoping it will go the former rather than the latter.
Yeah.
Then we have Lady Trish of Lavencia. Tinkaton, level 50, not canceled, not related to the Pences, so that's nice. Black Knight, low kicks, level 48. Good. Brings a certain edginess to the crew.
Yeah, it's like Raphael on the Ninja Turtles, right?
Yeah, but, what direction are we going to be taking these knights? They're knights errant, so, like, as long as they do the right thing, ultimately, regardless of how evil they kind of look,
yeah,
then that's good.
That's a little tricky. Who gets to decide what the right thing is, right? You? That's troubling for me as a friend of yours.
We're going to have to land on our aesthetic pretty soon, because it used to be just a bunch of, like, little cute sweeties. But what's the aesthetic here? Don Joey's going to have to figure that out.
You got to lock it in.
Just got to lock in. Then we have Sir Jangles, Como O, level 47, completed his quest to become a very shiny, intimidating dragon. Still abiding, still tamed. I think he likes that we Don Joey knighted him sort of out of the gate.
Oh, powerful.
So he feels like he's really got
it's powerful ceremony.
He's got something going for him. So no problems.
Great.
The one problem came up was that Cookie is on ice. Arboliva, level 42.
The sexy tree?
Yeah.
Oh. Too much of a distraction for you?
Arboliva took up... Arboliva took up an apprenticeship to go study or be studied by Brassius in Artisan. She's kind of over the cooking thing, and she kind of wants to like live in high society and become a muse. And she's going to be Brassius's muse if it all works out. So
okay,
she's out. She's been replaced by Joshy's sweetie, Clodsire.
Clodsire. It's right in the name.
Clodsire, the Clodsire, level 47.
Yeah.
Right there in the name. He met Clodsire and he was like, you're in.
Can't not invite you.
You're a sire? Great.
Legally.
Also, so sweet looking. Big improvement over
Quagsire.
Yeah.
Although you'd have to invite a Quagsire too, I think.
If I see a Quagsire, I will probably also have to get a Quagsire. Claude, and they could be the new Duke and Duchess.
Yeah, beautiful. I think you'll probably have to go back to Kitakami for that, though, and that's not going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah, I guess that's probably true. I like the Poison Ground combo. I just think it's so funny looking. Like, the look on Quagsire's face is similarly cute, but I don't like the cut of its jib.
Yeah.
Clodsire makes a lot more sense to me. It's like, what is this, like a mud puppy?
It's cute.
Great.
I like it.
It gets little spikes that come out of its back when it attacks, though.
Ooh, spooky.
Anyway, I'm not sure that it's that good, but we kind of had to accommodate a sire.
Yeah, of course. Make space.
At least for some amount of time. So
Royal Court.
That's what Don Joey's got going into this duel.
I have found my way, while you were going through your team, to a Poke Center where there's a little yellow pad where I think I can hop on and fight you.
Oh, those dudes who give out the items are from the Pokemon League.
Yeah, I think this is like Hogwarts. We're just on Academy ground everywhere.
The Academy must be the corporation.
Oh, we can adventure together? That's not what I want to do, but that's interesting.
Oh, actually, yeah, Bugcatcher suggested that. Maybe we should try to do that in this next week, too.
All right, I've formed a group. Here's the link code. You ready?
We're in.
Single battle. Normal rules. No restrictions. If he does, he does.
Let's fight.
Hello.
Okay. Clodsire versus Revaroom. Oh no, Toxic Spikes. You're up to your old fucking tricks.
Except his old hijinks, isn't he?
Whoa.
Super effective.
Mudshot almost took you out.
Oh no.
I need a better ground move.
Got down my double spikes. That's all I wanted.
The moveset Clodsire has is not very strong quite yet.
Whew. Sorry, Donna's car.
Donna's car is going back to the repair shop.
It's a good thing, Donna's car, but it lived its usefulness.
Needs a little bit more torque. car term.
Car stuff, yeah. Good job.
Oh, God. Here's the piece of shit. Gregor Samsa.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a guy.
What is it? I don't even know what type even is it.
Poop. Poop type.
Oh, God.
He's bug poop type.
Oh, that's new, isn't it? Toxic worked when Gregor Samsa dug.
You know what? I discovered in a battle this week that hits while Gregor Samsa's underground. I think the Toxic type Star Leader did that too. It was quite a surprise.
See the little spines that come out?
Yeah, I like it.
Poison jabbing Gregor Samsa. Poison jabbing a pile of poop.
Well, there's a bug behind it too.
Right, yeah. Guess Clodsire's trying to stab the bug part.
Did you pass out while you were underground? No.
Oh, Clodsire's gonna hang on with 9 hit points. Relor rolls off the field. Here's Billy, Fiona Eilish.
Looking pretty spooky.
Looking festive in the what mask? Fire one.
Got the hearth flame mask on.
No, you're terrastalizing.
Then my mask gets very big.
One little vine whip.
Little vine whip.
Clodsire's out. I don't actually have a great counter for this. I don't know, man. Here comes the Duke. Hamat.
Here he comes.
Oh, I forgot the toxic spikes. God damn it.
Badly poisoned.
Nuzzle.
You had better move, lady. God damn it.
Oh, couldn't move. Oh, yeah. Who's the bad guy now? You know, like the song. Oh, got him. Got her.
Yeah, she's not very strong, because she's only level 37.
Yeah, you're like 15 levels below me, to be fair.
Here she is.
Margot Pence. Well.
Ooh, close combat's gonna hurt.
Oh, close combat took her out. That's what you get for your voting record.
I just do not have the levels.
I mean, I have decent type matchups, but this is almost entirely a levels thing.
But I had play rough.
Yeah, she was your best shot at taking out the Duke. Donna Baker. Oh, she's dark. I forgot. She's part dark. Brick Break. Meowscarada's exit stage left.
My weakest Pokemon. Last. My baby.
Oh, Lady Beth, this is gonna hurt. I hate to do it.
Oh,
Okay, well, Spark will be one hit KO, I presume.
I assume so. It's only level 43.
Yeah, Lady
For
Beth.
Christ's sake, she's just a baby.
Oh,
all right.
I'm sorry.
Josh wins.
Yeah.
We'll try again soon. I just didn't have the levels on Josh.
Yeah, we'll try to set a level cap.
But good teams, good match. I'm feeling good about the bros.
Good match.
Just need to get some levels on them. We need to find Charcadet's armor. ASAP.
I think you will do that next week. We will also be doing, to catch up on the gyms that we have now overleveled, we're going to do the water and the normal type gyms next week. And we're also just going to go on a Gimme Ghoul grab.
Gimme Ghoul hunt. Yep, Gimme Ghoul grab. We're going to find them all up, eat them all up.
And we will also have our friend Greg Leatherman on. So maybe we will be battling again next week. So that gives us plenty of time. Should be pretty light on story. Everyone has time to level up their teams, grab some Gimme Ghoul coins, and be entertained by Greg and not have any complaints about the amount of time that they had to level. And maybe we'll see whatever Reller evolves into. That'd be nice.
Maybe. He's kind of having trouble coming out of his shell, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right, Joshua, bug catchers. Thank you for joining us this week in Paldea. We'll be back in Paldea again next week, as Josh just explained. In the meantime, I've been Great Tansk, and I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, Iron Fjelds. Please do rate and review the show on Apple Podcasts, and do follow the show everywhere that you follow podcasts, and do follow us at EXPSharePod on Instagram, X, Twitter, Threads.
Both X and Twitter. And also check out our subreddit, reddit.com/r/bugcatchers. Buy some merch at expsharepod.com.
Yeah, and we'll see you next week.
We will sally forth further into Paldea.
Oh, and by the way,
yeah, I was trying to figure out, what am I saying?
a real swing and a miss on our part.
Adios?
No, I never really processed this, but every time we visit a Team Star base, they always have a signature sign-off that we have to cop.
Oh.
They say, "Hasta la vista."
Oh, hasta la vista.
And they do this.
That's good. And they do their star sign. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did we gloss over that one?
Hasta la vista to you, Joshua, and to you, the bug catchers.
Hasta la vista, butt catchers, and smell you later.